Hello, my name is Daniel and this is the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. However, if you've clicked on this video, you're probably similar to me. No, not incredibly good looking at the peak of athletic performance. You're probably a fan of cycling like I am, and specifically bike racing and amateur bike racing in the UK. Over the last couple of years, I've documented bike racing, crits, road races, time trials, those sorts of things on this channel. But I've also noticed there are plenty of other channels doing the same thing at various different levels. Now, we're all probably quite familiar with the big YouTube channels that are documenting these brilliant races and they're winning big things and those sorts of things. That's brilliant. But there are also people who race at lower levels or are perhaps new to racing that are also putting themselves out there and documenting their journeys. And I absolutely love it. So what this video is a compilation of 6 creators that I've come across and I want to share with you in the purpose, go and check them out, like, comment, subscribe, consume their content and hopefully enjoy it. That's the plan. Less of me, let's get stuck into some of these creators. Now these are in no particular order, and sorry if you are a small cycling creator who I've missed, but I can only remember so much at one time, but let's get stuck in. If I've missed any, let me know in the comment section down below and go and check those out as well. So first up we've got Chris. Now Chris runs a cycling YouTube channel called Cycling Unleashed, and on this he has a lot of short form content as well as longer form videos. He's documenting his club riding, his racing, he's done a couple of crits, he's documented his chain gangs, talking about his journey in sport. It's absolutely brilliant, but rather than me tell you about him, I think we need to hear from Chris a little bit.
Hello everybody, hope you're all well. Welcome back to another video and welcome to the Brownlee Centre in Leeds. I'm at the Boddington Circuit today, another race day video and the first time I've raced here. For anybody joining me for the first time, my name's Chris and welcome to my midlife crisis, which appears to be in full flow. So far I've only raced at Croft Circuit. This is my first attempt at what I would call more of a crit race. It's a fairly tight track, only about a mile in length, and it's also got a hill in it, so a completely different sort of track to the one I've been used to. I'm not going to lie to you, I am very nervous and I've been absolutely bricking it ahead of this race. The others have been morning races, and whilst this one's an afternoon, I thought that would be easier, more time to prepare. But if anything, I've just been sat around getting more and more nervous as the day's gone on. That tension's been building, and yeah, by the time I've actually got here, I am a bit of a nervous wreck. If you watched the other videos so far, you will have seen that I've been struggling in the Cat 4 only race, so me being not necessarily...
You get the idea, right? What a relatable story. Chris has done some racing, but he's struggled. He's not been getting round in the front group or winning, but he's putting himself out there and documenting this journey because that's the position that many people are in. And these sorts of videos are the videos that will get people bike racing. And in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, they will be racing at higher levels, but they've got to start somewhere. And Chris's journey of midlife crisis is very relatable to a lot of us, isn't it? And he goes on to narrate his onboard content. He's got power, he's got heart rate, he's narrating how the race went. Such good content. Well done, Chris. Please do check out his channel. Similar sort of vibe, a gentleman called Michael Gray. He's also been documenting some crit racing. Again, it's very well put together. It's not like these people are like have no idea what to do.
Now, I'm still off the front. I've got 1 lap left, 2 more minutes of pain. And yeah, I still hadn't looked behind me at this point. I'm coming up to these corners here.
So Michael isn't like going putting out loads of content, but he's doing the odd video about his racing. And again, another relatable story. Sometimes he has a great day, sometimes he doesn't. And I really enjoy it. So yeah, please do check out Michael Gray as well. I am sorry if I muller your name, Giorgio Coppola. I've watched a fair few of your videos. Giorgio's videos, he seems to ride all the bikes, cyclocross, mountain bike. He's done a bit of road racing, does a bit of road riding. His partner does a bit of riding as well, so he documents some of his life and so on. The Rocket, so I hear. Absolutely brilliant content. He's putting out loads of videos as well. You can tell he's really putting effort into it. But in a similar sort of vibe to these other guys, there are power stats on the videos. There's narration. Like, it's not just somebody sticking a GoPro on the bike and recording some videos. It is actually well thought through content. He also pokes a bit of fun at his teammates and people he races with and so on, and I'm a big fan of that, so let's check that out.
A little bit south because there is a crash. Reading CC rider is obviously pushing the limits, right into the tape as you would be trying to drop both of us. I don't know if he knows we're brothers or not when he did that monumental attack, but round here he decides to go full ninja warrior and do a front flip. Just there, bang. You can't park there, son. And in the midst of that, I do press on to the front because
he's been racing summer cross, he races winter cross. He's actually training towards the National Mountain Bike Championships later this year, so a real cool story. I don't think he's an elite rider, but he's very, very good, so it's good to see him getting some results in races, but in some races he quite openly says he got his arse kicked. So yeah, real good videos. Little bit of a different vibe, GS Mossa. Now, as you can see from their tagline, inside the world of amateur cycle racing, these are actually a team. So their videos flip from focusing on different riders and different events. I think it's a really interesting angle to come from for a YouTube channel. Now, there's probably one or more than one people behind the channel, but the videos are great. Like, they've done some road racing, they've done some crit racing, and they talk about their team tactics, what they plan to do, what happened in the race. They do a lot of racing on closed circuits where you can see the whole race in front of you, and they talk about how they tried to win, and you can tell that the thumbnails are well thought through, the content's well thought through. It's a real good journey. They have some good riders as well, so it's good to see some success within the team. So yeah, GS Mossa, check out those. Alec Peddler Briggs. Now, I wasn't sure whether to include him in this or not because he has a pretty large Instagram following. However, he's relatively new to the YouTube game, as we can see. But again, crit racing content in general, he seems to run a Insta360 rather than GoPros, and it's a real interesting angle in a race. When he's coming past people, in fact, let's have a quick look, see if he moves it around.
You can see here, right, I've decided now's enough of letting those boys sit in front of me, because I don't trust them to hold the wheel anymore. So I've gone round them out of the technical section, and from here on, I'm going to try and not let them get too in front of me too often. I'm just going to move up.
Of course, he wouldn't do it on the clip that I do, but with the Insta360, he was able to, like, if he goes past a rider, he was often sweeping around, and you can see that from the side on, and that takes a lot of work to do in post-production editing, but it is such an engaging video. Now, Alec does race at an elite level, so it's a bit of a different feel to some of the other videos. He races in the National Series in the UK, but what cool content. I know he's nailed short form on Instagram, so to see him coming across to YouTube and doing this more longer form race content, again, I hope this would motivate and inspire people to take part in racing. So yeah, good work. Check out Alec Peddler Briggs. He's also sponsored by Canyon, which is the dream for me. Last but not least, Ryan Ford. I only recently came across Ryan's channel actually, but the same sort of thing. He's documenting his racing, he's documenting what's going well, what isn't going well. And again, thumbnails well thought through, titles well thought through, the content is good quality. I think it's so hard to be a YouTuber nowadays because you have to be so good, but people like Ryan and these others I just talked about are absolutely knocking it out of the park in the hope of inspiring others to do the same. Looks like he's based in Leeds in the UK, and I think he's raced on the Brownlee circuit as well, similar to how Chris did at Cycling Unleashed. Let's have a quick look at one of Ryan's videos. We can see here, so he's got his onboard footage, little montage. Wow, this is cool. So he started off there, the real cool little montage, and then he goes into the actual race breakdown. That's something I've toyed with when I put race videos out, whether I do some sort of more engaging content other than just me talking, but it's good to see people try new things, and maybe I'll take inspiration from that in my next crit race. But there we go, 6 creators who I'm a big fan of. Please do let me know any that I've missed in the comment section down below. I'll leave all their links to their channels in the description, and if I remember, in a pinned comment down below. Give them some love, give them a like, give them a follow, give them a subscribe, all that jazz. I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the video and hope you enjoy the cycling content to come this year.